G'day and thank you for joining me. I'm Faintly Saintly and today we're checking out 10,000 Pizzas Please, the demo which has been made available through the Steam Automation Fest. And it caught my eye because I like automation games and I like pizzas. Now this has just thrown me straight into the tutorial. So I guess we'll just get straight into it. All I know about this one is that it is a bit of a casual automation game, and obviously the objective, as you can probably tell from the title, is to create pizzas. And this little chef robot here is going to help us along the way, I suppose. So let's first place a dough crate. Alright, click and click, there we go. You're awesome. Now let's press the dough we got from the container. Okay, a press machine. Looks like there's a bit of a conveyor belt sort of built into that, so that should take it straight off the table. Machines consume energy, so I'm giving you plenty of it. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Okay, we've got money and energy up here now. Let's add sauce to our pizza. Buy a sauce machine. Alright, so far pretty straightforward. We're making great progress. Now let's add cheese to our dough using the cheese machine. Yes, the classic staple of the pizza shop, the cheese machine. We're doing great. Let's add some pepperoni topping now. Mushroom, olive, pepperoni. It's my kind of pizza. Give me a spot there. Can I rotate that or do I just plonk it down? Now we're going to slice the sausage using this slicing machine. That makes sense. Where is the slicing machine? There we are. Hiding from us. Perfect. Let's combine the sliced sausage with our dough by a merge machine. Oh, up here. Okay. Our pizza's almost ready to go. Let's bake the dough. Buy an oven. Gotcha. Now let's package the pizza we've made, buy a packaging machine and place it. Pretty straightforward. And what are we doing? Just put them straight in the bin. Okay, sort of makes sense. I mean, there could be some creative liberties taken here with the sauce and cheese machines just to fit the pizza aesthetic. I suppose this could be anything that we're automating. Welcome back to 10,000 Pizzas Please. You're now ready to build your own system. Okay. Alright, I guess that's the end of the tutorial. So again, this is the early version of the demo, just for the Automation Fest. So if you're quick after this video comes out, you might still be able to grab it, but it might become unavailable after the Automation Fest. In any case, I will leave a link to the Steam page in the description. You can check it out for yourself and possibly chuck it on your wish list if this is the kind of game that you would like. Alright, we've got chapters. Chapter 1, 100 margarita pizzas. We have 60 energy and $120 that we start with. Makes sense. Alright, so we've got this big grid, which I assume makes up our kitchen space. I assume we're just recreating what we'd already done, except no pepperoni, right? Because they're just not doing the old classic margarita. So I guess we'll just do this in sort of reverse order. Materials, dough. Dough gets pressed, gets sauced, gets cheesed, gets cooked, gets boxed. That sounds about right. But how do we... Ah, there we go. Good. Now that cost me $120, or not even, because that's what I started with. So now technically I have made the money back. I can make two production lines, I suppose, couldn't I? Let's give it a try. Oven, package, cheese, sauce, press. We want our dough, and we want, there we go. How's that going to look? We're going to go twice as fast now. Pretty straightforward. Oh, we out of dough. Does that run out? Oh no, it replenishes. Okay. Wasn't sure if there might be some resource management involved as well, but pretty straightforward. All right, let's go again. Enough energy. The energy is the downfall. Okay. All right, carry on. It'd be nice if I could speed this up a little bit. I'm just going to pause because the game is running at 1200 FPS. So I'm just going to see if there's a VSync option. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, that was a little bit excessive. Probably don't need to be generating 1200 frames a second. Alright, so not much else we can do. We might be able to get creative with a little bit of energy and probably not actually. Probably not. Everything takes energy from what I can tell. You take 5, you take 5. And I don't think there's room to sort of piggyback another dough because this is all happening pretty much instantly. So I guess we just play the waiting game, which is a bit unusual for a automation game. Or maybe we can build a power plant or something. A power plant or a something to provide more energy. You know what I mean? But nope, seems like we are just gonna have to sit back and watch some pizzas roll out. So from the screenshots, I thought this was going to be... my first thought when I saw it was like, this is Plate Up, but Factorio, or even Plate Up when you get a really good seed with all the conveyor belts and stuff and you can automate stuff, which is incredibly satisfying to do. But it's a little bit different, not quite what I expected. Well done. Go to next chapter. Okay. 200 pepperoni pizza. We have the same amount of energy, but more money to start with. So how did the pepperoni work again? I think we had a combiner, didn't we, at some stage? A merge machine, that's right. Everything's still got to get into the package. This is what we did in the tutorial, but I've already forgotten exactly what we did, which is handy. Cheese, sauce, press. We want dough. We want pepperoni. And we want a slicer. Do you reckon that looks right? We'll see. Nope, we've got a bit of a block there. Okay. So at what point do we combine? I've literally just done this in the tutorial, right? Surely that's combining with that and then going in the box. Interesting. No, we want to combine before the oven, don't we? How do I... There we go. Oven. Combiner. That might do the trick. If we get materials, pepperoni. Where's this cutting machine? There we are. See if it's happy now. That makes sense. You wouldn't put cold pepperoni on top of a cooked pizza, would you? So how can we expand this? We've used up more than half our energy. and nothing's banking up, so every process seems to take the right amount of time, if you know what I mean. If the pepperoni was being cut twice as fast as the pizza's being used, we could potentially, you know, filter some of that off onto a new line. That doesn't seem to be the case. So I'm struggling to think whether we can actually expand this or, you know, upscale it at all with this energy restraint. What's this? Oh. You can buy energy. Of course you can buy energy. Of course you can. And why would they even think to tell you that? I mean, it should be assumed that you can just buy more energy. Okay, alright. We'll basically just recreate what we've got. There may be a more efficient way to do that. Oh my god. So you can't rotate the combiner to come out of the... Oh, that must have worked. Oh man, okay. It's not quite as flexible as you might expect it to be. I feel like every second I waste doing this, like why shouldn't the machine still be running? I feel like it could be, but anyway, we'll do that. We'll do that. No, I've got the wrong conveyor belts there again. There we go. Is that going to work? It's basically the same, but the opposite of what's below it. There we go. Pizza going out. There we go. So knowing that we can buy energy is actually very helpful. And in fact, we might even look to double up already. You know what? I'm gonna be a bit crazy here. And I'm gonna do 2 new lines at once. How's my power looking? We're out. I need to let it run for a bit. Basically, just going to recreate this setup over here. And just get a bit more output going on. I'll buy some more energy up to 160 now. That should support this. Because if we don't do that, I feel like we're going to sit here for half an hour watching 200 automated pizzas go into a box. And frankly, I don't know about the entertainment value of that. So we want some pepperoni and some pepperoni. There we go. Was there a button to like copy something? That'd be really handy. Copy something off the floor. That's fine. We're going into an oven, into an oven, into a box, into a box. Now here's the big question. Can you combine conveyor belts? Excuse me, that's not what I had. There we go. Let's just try this. Will this actually join the conveyor line, or will it just get blocked because it's not connected? There's our answer. Okay, so we'll stop that. We can probably merge those two into one line, right? Why are you not... That's not the conveyor belt I'm choosing, mate. There we go. There we go. There we go. No, no, that's not what I'm choosing. There we go. No, it doesn't listen. Doesn't listen. No. Oh my god. Maybe I need to build this part first for it to clip on. Hello? Hey. Alright. What have we got going on here? It's a... Okay. So I had assumed that it would just merge them onto the conveyor belt, but no, it's trying to combine the items, I guess. So again, I feel like my time is being disrespected. What is going on here? Look at this. Oh my god. Because every minute we spend doing this is a minute the pizza is not being deposited. Oh my god. No, that's not what I want. So obviously, a little bit finicky at the moment. Again, it is supposedly a very early demo. You might run into a few little bugs like this. How are we looking? Alright, I think we're good now. A little bit fiddly, but you sort of get the idea. And now we pray that these last 75 pizzas are going to go really quick now, because I think we are literally at capacity, because we've got pizzas going in every side of this deposit bin, and there doesn't appear to be a way to merge conveyors. Maybe that's an item we can unlock, like in Factorio. You have to unlock your splitters and your mergers and things like that. Or Satisfactory even, because there's a lot of wasted space on this conveyor line here. But anyway, not to worry. We are just a few pizzas away. Well done. Thank you, Mr. Pizza Robot. Now I'm a little bit nervous to click this button, because God knows what we're going to get next. Create 300 pepperoni mushroom olive pizza. Wonderful. So I'm going to build this first one a little bit back from here. I might even start the... Actually, no, there's no reason not to just put the box right there, is there? Because we can't merge lines, so we'll just do this. Now, how do we prepare mushrooms and olives? Is it literally just going to be like 3 merges like this? Oh no, you need a cutter. You might go last. Do I need to cut the mushrooms and olives as well? That would be handy to know. Well, let's just see what happens here. Get the sauce. Get the cheese. This isn't right, but I just want to see if this works. It does not. So we need to introduce a cutter again. Slice machine, I should say. Is that what you need? It is, but that's not the pizza we want. So how am I going to squeeze this into a production line? Can't move this, can I? No. So we need 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The dough's going to have to come down, I guess. Unless there's a way I can combine. No, I don't think that'll work. So it feels like the difficulty curve with this game is purely just managing your space, I suppose. Oh my god, don't do that to me. Thank you. What else do we need? We need the sauce. We need the cheese. Was cheese before sauce? No, sauce was first. Cheese. There we go. Press machine. Dough. Better point it the right way. Let's just see. Oh my god. I'm going to lose it with these conveyors, I swear. You can't put a conveyor... Wait, what? Will that work? You can't have a conveyor going the correct way with a bend in it. Is that my understanding? Is that what I'm seeing right here? You can't flip the... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No. Go away. Hold on. Did that just... Did this automatically change the conveyor belt for me? Okay. Alright, that's how we have to do it. That's fine. That's fine. As long as we know. Give this a test run. Oh my goodness. Now I'm getting frustrated and I'm chucking down too many sauce machines. Too many cheese machines, I should say. Alright, get your pepperoni. Oh, we have a block. Okay. Can I just delete these pizzas? No, I've got to delete the whole lot. That makes sense. Got your olives, got your mushrooms. Oh, how about an oven? How about an oven? How about an oven? Got there in the end. Sorry, I was getting a bit flustered there because the game just didn't want to do what I wanted it to. However, we made it. That used up 55 energy. So I think if we buy one more energy upgrade, it'll give us plus 50. We have some left over, so that should be plenty to recreate this monstrosity. Do that now. And we'll save up a bit more money before I start building again. And I assume I'm just going to recreate this god-awful design. And actually I might even extend this out so the new one will nest in a bit nicer. We'll get another $300 or so and then we'll do that. I mean, technically there's no time limit, there's no scores, so I could literally sit here for the next 20 minutes and watch pizzas going one by one. But I don't think that will be entertaining for anybody involved. So let's just... God, I wish there was a copy button. But anyway, I'm going to How do we make this conveyor work? Was it like that and then the cheese machine rotated it? Nope. How did we make that work last time? There we go. Let's make sure I didn't break anything. You're getting all your goodies put on. Nice. Okay. So, let's recreate this. This is going to be tricky, isn't it? Because we can't have the... Oh, we can have this on the upper level, can't we? Well, I could have technically pepperoni here, and it merges up. No, that won't work at all. Bloody hell. Okay. Just let me cook. Let me cook here. Okay. How are we looking? Is this making sense? How about a cutter? Might help. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Oh man. This game has broken me already. Give me a box. Good. Slicer, slicer, slicer. Okay, get some conveyors in. Now, cheese, sauce, press. Just gonna squeeze this in here. Now, please, no. Down and then across. There we go. All right, let's see what I've botched up here. It might actually be okay. All the toppings getting cooked, getting... Not getting boxed? Why aren't you getting boxed? Because the box wasn't facing the right way. There we go. So we're 1/6 of the way there, ladies and gentlemen. We are making massive progress here. And we could sit here for the next half an hour listening to these awkward slapping sounds while these pizzas slowly trickle in. I could, in theory, create a new line that'll improve the production rate. But frankly, that sounds painful. And because there is no fast forward button, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fast forward this next section for you because I'm happy to go through that pain. I don't think I should make you sit through that as well. So I'll see you again in a minute. The final few pizzas. Been an exciting journey. Well done. The Automation Fest demo is over. See you again at next fest. Well, there you have it. that's what the demo has to offer so far. 3 little missions, just with 3 different types of pizzas, just to sort of get you an idea of how it all works. And I like the concept. It is clearly very much an early version of the demo, as you can sort of see right here. Plenty of work to do, but not a bad foundation. It really was giving me the vibe of the plate up automation, because that's my favorite thing to do in plate up. It's so satisfying is when you work for it, you get all the right pieces, you work for it, you pay for it, you got your conveyor belts going, you can automate your pizzas, that kind of thing. The difference is, I suppose, every piece to that machine you have to work for and pay for, and there's a lot of RNG involved as well, but it feels so satisfying. It's like an accomplishment. Whereas here, it's just like you plonk it down and then you watch it work. So, I don't know. There will need to be some more variations in the gameplay, a bit more flexibility in the final release, but like I said, feels like a good start. So if this is the kind of game that you would enjoy, I'm going to leave a link in the description. You may miss the Automation Fest demo. Some developers take them down after the fest finishes. Some will leave them up. So it's just a matter of wait and see. But in any case, you can click the link and wishlist this if it is your kind of thing, and you can sort of keep an eye on the development that way. And I'm going to wrap it up there. So thank you for joining me. If you like this video and want to see more like it, please consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot and keeps you in the loop when new videos drop. And I'm always looking for new and upcoming indie and VR games to cover. So if you have any game suggestions, let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers.